It is day 2 of our Week to Wheelin four-wheeler magazine presented by Golden Star. The boys are mounting the trans to the engine, get that stabbed into the chassis, can put the transfer case on, measure for some drive shafts. We also got an exhaust system to do, so got a bunch of head. Let's get going. So we have a spacer here in between the engine block and the transmission, which you definitely need. This spacer is probably for a C4 trans. We're using the AOD, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it straight across, use the portion up at the block and the transmission to space that out properly, and then we'll cut out a little section for the starter. We should be good to go.
Engine hoist isn't doing anything. Christian and I are just lifting this.
Yeah, we're just buff. Glad y'all ate breakfast this morning. There's something wrong in this shop.
Dude, it just reminds you of the beach when you hear that, doesn't it? The seagulls.
It's that scene in Psycho. It's the shower scene. Jason doesn't mind. He'll hold that thing all day long.
Easily. Smells like a
Victory.
a cat has left its scent.
There we go, there we go.
There you go. You're centered now.
Okay.
All right.
Drum roll.
Okay, it's going down slow. There it goes.
Right.
You got it.
Okay. We're about 0.9 degrees towards the passenger side.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot that way. So we need to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Push down your side.
Whoop. Okay.
There went.
Check it.
Look at that.
Cinch
good.
him.
Looks good. So even if you go over an inch, you're still going to be hitting big time.
Well, it just might be where it goes. We're 11.5 center line to frame here and 12.5 here.
So we need to go really half inch, only a
Slide
half inch
over.
that way.
Yeah, if we can slide it over, we'll be. They just cinched in the motor mount, so
Yeah, I think everything's.
we can just ratchet strap around the yoke and pull it over. Let's do that. Yeah. This is UA Field Fix right here. That's what this is.
Never went home without one. You must not eat your Wheaties this morning.
There we go. I'm nervous about busting that cable. That blade's garbage, I'm not joking. You got another one? That's not a tape measure. The rest of my coffee tumbler's sitting right over there waiting for me. Give it another goose.
Yeah.
Okay, that should do it. That look good to you, Jim?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see this stud here? That was a test fit of the T-case. We put it in, then we mark where we need to put the studs. And so everywhere there's a mark, we're gonna install a stud. Everyone's wearing the same shirt. I'm looking for tattooed arms.
Tighten them up.
We're putting the bolts in the flex plate to torque converter. So I'm just rotating the engine while Chris is down there diving for access. I'm gonna get all the bolts in, tighten them down, and move on to the next stage of the game here. That's a lot of play in that thing. Oh wait, we got hubs unlocked. I'm a little off today, man.
Today?
Yeah, more than usual, 26 even.
Yeah.
Front drive shaft 26 even. It's a 1310 CV on the T-case. And this one's gonna be ground for high angularity.
What?
High angle on the rear. It's gonna be a high angle CV.
Demanded
The
both drive
1310 high angle, is that?
1310 high angle CV on the rear. Whoa.
shift. Oh, my nose.
Yeah, everyone on the back of the frame.
They get the lightest guy up there. Right.
I know, yeah. We're 28 3/4.
28 3/4.
Okay, so we're about to build our transmission cross member, but before we do, we're gonna test fit the body on top of the new chassis to make sure we get our height right. We don't want to push the transfer case too far up and have it hit the floor when we go to install the body for real. So just test fit time. Oh, that freaked me out. I was only looking at that out of the corner of my eye.
You're like, ah!
Like something's moving.
Oh my God!
Let's hold, yeah, we can put the body mounts on underneath. Floor jacks.
Roll it on back. They didn't spray some.
Gotta go to starboard. It's okay. We got plenty of clearance on this side. Can we hold on? Can we pop the hood? I'm over you, Christian.
Yeah, go ahead.
All we need is like you know, just raise that transmission about a quarter. There you go, right there. It's perfect. Okay, and we're on the firewall with the valve cover.
Okay, and we got, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches.
4 or 5 inches?
Yeah, to go all the way down.
Sweet.
Right there.
Okay, so this is all based off factory components, and we're not using any factory components. We've got a high-performance engine with extra tall valve covers. We've got an AOD transmission, which is longer and wider than the factory manual transmission, and we've got a great big burly Atlas T-case. So what we're doing is we're gonna remove the motor mounts and cut and weld the brackets just a little bit so we can slide the engine drivetrain assembly forward about 1/2 inch, and that'll give us some much needed clearance underneath for the transfer case and for the valve covers against the firewall.
Background noise.
You know, bro. One-hander. Let's see.
You going to freestyle for or something?
Never mind.
Yeah, an American Ninja Warrior or something?
Hell yeah, bro. I'm practicing.
You might need to work out a little more.
Yeah.
So the guys are over here, they're putting the exhaust in on the chassis. Matt's here, he's getting the mounts installed for the Duralast radiator. We'll be done in like an hour, won't we? Whole thing, burnout time, 4 days early.
That's all 4 of them.
Nice job, boys. So there's no time for dead space here, or dead time. Gotta keep moving. So while the chassis is getting worked on over there, we have the donor chassis that the body was delivered on. And so we're just putting it back down on that so we can get inside it safely and start assembling things like steering column and brakes and all that stuff. So gotta keep moving forward wherever we can. You want me to put this rod on here and leave it?
Yeah. You got yours on there, Jay?
Yeah.
We're actually putting e-brakes on this thing and everything. So this is a bracket we got from Wild Horses. And if I can get my head out of my rear and figure out how this thing goes together, I'll get it installed. Now for the contortionist portion of the evening. Good to go.
All right, so we're coming to the end of day 2, and although we ran into some hiccups on some of the parts, we made up for it in other areas, and we're looking pretty good, I think, timing-wise, at least for day 2.
Yeah, I mean, we kept progress moving forward while we were configuring stuff to work with the aftermarket drivetrain. We had the body going on and off a couple times, clearances there. We got steering column in, all sorts of stuff done, all the little things you need to do when you're building a vehicle from scratch that you don't think about.
It's the tedious stuff that kind of takes you at the end on Friday when you think you're about done.
There's always 100 more things to do than you think there will be.
So we'll spend another couple hours and get out of here and head back in tomorrow pretty early and start all over.
Hit it hard.
Let's get out of here in a couple hours.
In a couple hours.